What's up, guys?
What's happening, player?
Beautiful, beautiful Victory Tuesday.
Victory Tuesday.
Doing this obviously because we are on Monday Night Football next week. So we'll just roll week to week and we celebrate another victory.
Yes, sir.
Salute.
First team to 10 wins.
hmm First team to 10. And honestly, you take them how you can get them at this time of year. I know
Absolutely.
there's lots and lots and lots of chatter about how they looked, and obviously we'll get into that. And yes, there were problems. Yes, Drake looked a little shaky at times, but I have a reasoning for that. At least I think I know why.
Okay,
And yeah,
okay.
and you know, it you go into these games with the expectation that now they're going to win, and they won. It
Yeah,
didn't look pretty, but like we said on Sunday on our post, the end of the day, all that matters
is a
is that
W.
in the win column.
Big
All
fat
that
W.
matters.
Big fat
All
W.
that,
And
all
we're
that
gonna
matters.
we're obviously gonna, discuss this specific topic multiple times throughout the show, I could imagine. But the post game speech, the victory
hmm
speech, so to speak, from Vrabel, um, is just immaculate, bro. Like, how could you not want to go to war for this guy? Um, you know, a player, a contender, um, a player that played in front of 100,000 people multiple times throughout his life. Super
Got the
Bowl
shoe.
champion, multiple Super Bowl champion, playoff winning coach, um, and now in his where he should be and belongs, he's now being the 100% man, coach, father. Like, he's at that point in his career. You can tell the way that he talks to these men that he reached his full potential, um, just by the way that he speaks to these gentlemen. Just the handshaking, even though that's a previous tradition, you know, he's now influencing other coaches to do it.
Yep.
He's legitimately changing the game. But he said, there are going to be some ugly wins,
Yeah.
some ugly games.
Exactly.
And Sunday was one of them. I mean, everybody had the Patriots winning, covering, smacking the Bengals.
Yeah, I
Um,
certainly did.
and even before, we gave our score predictions. I thought the
Mhm.
Patriots were going to put up, 38. Last
Yeah.
episode, I said that this was going to be Drake's 300 yard game,
I
and
mean, six
came
away,
close,
so that
too
was
close.
close. Well,
But now I will say his first 300 yard game will be on Monday night against the New
that'd be
York
nice
Football
for.
Giants.
And speaking of Monday night, before we roll into our recap, we gotta obviously shout out that it's Throwback Week in
Yes,
New
sir.
England.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Patriots will be rocking the throwback Pat the Patriot red jerseys on Monday night, and I can't wait. Like, dude, I
Yes,
can't
sir.
wait. Under the lights, I went to the Dolphins game in what was it, 23, whenever it was when Mac was here. Um, and those things under the lights,
Yeah.
you take a second, you kind of look at the field and you're like, ooh, like this is foot it's it was Sunday night before. Now it's Monday night,
Yeah.
which is even bigger. Because you're the only game on
Yep.
the whole day.
That's it.
Um, it hits different. And
And you're
I can't
finishing
wait
off
for
the
that
week.
field.
It's a cherry on top.
Yeah.
Just a cherry
Yeah.
on top.
Yeah.
The throwback reds. Obviously your favorite.
Love them.
One of my favorites. I'm a blue guy. But
Yeah.
when it comes to the
The
red
Royals.
jerseys and you're watching, you know, the Patriots play, or you've
hmm
watched the Patriots play, and you remember all of the big games and the big moments and the players that wore those jerseys and made those big plays and created those big moments.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, oh man, like I wish I was there. When you're watching it
Yeah.
on TV, it's like imagine being there,
Yep.
and thankfully we will be present.
Hell,
um and
hell
it's exciting because on one end you are coming off of a very scrappy win.
yeah.
um
Yeah.
the Patriots have all season long proven the adversity. The team looked like how everybody anticipated they would look,
Mhm.
but that is not the standard of this team, and this team knows it. The coaching staff knows it. Vrabel even shouted out how proud he was of the coaches
Yeah.
during Sunday, because at the end of the day, it should have been an ass whooping.
Should have been.
We're playing. Everybody wants to say, everybody. The topic of discussion with the Patriots is the schedule, right?
Always.
If if you're talking about the AFC North, we're playing
Yeah.
all four teams. We played all four. We're playing all four teams, guys.
Yeah. One
Like
left.
in retrospect, we're talking like let's be for real. The AFC North is one of, if not the most hardest divisions in all of football over the past two
Mhm.
decades. We can
It's a
even
blue
go.
collar
We
division.
can say 3 decades. It's
Mhm.
been one of the most competitive divisions in all of football.
I'd agree with that.
And the only team that has been able to reach or win a Super Bowl out of that division, um, obviously the Browns don't count, but all of them have, been won,
Hmm.
competed,
Hmm.
like
Yep.
punching motherfuckers in the
Yep.
face
Yep.
immediately. You
Gone to
know,
Super Bowls.
we have our rivalry games with Brady and Big Ben. We have our rivalry games with Brady and Flacco, and
Hmm.
Ed Reed and Ray Lewis, Antonio Brown, Jerome Bettis. You know, I'm not even. I'm not Troy
Heinz
Polamalu.
Ward.
You know, it's like, dude,
Yep.
this division has always and will always be. The Patriots have gone up. We had a very shaky loss to the Steelers. Should have won, obviously, just
Yep.
self-inflicted wounds, but we bounced back from that.
Yep.
We are ideally, you wanted to beat the shit out of the Bengals, but that didn't happen. You're going into you know Baltimore against
Mhm.
a healthy
Mhm.
Ravens team that is rolling. You know,
Which had far too much struggle on Sunday with the Jets. And
yeah,
I know
for
the
sure.
Patriots did. The Patriots didn't, but the Patriots are different. They're that's a division foe.
Yeah,
Division games are always like that.
there's a
The
lot of
Ravens with the Jets, with no Sauce, no Quentin Williams, Tyrod Taylor the backup, Adonai Mitchell still dropping passes.
it just proves that you know
Mm.
the
So
it just proves any given Sunday.
yeah,
It proves any given Sunday to a T. You got
yep,
these teams, you got these bottom of the barrel teams. These dudes, this is their life. This is what they do for a living.
yep,
When you have the opportunity to showcase who you are
hmm,
on a national stage in front of millions and millions and millions of people across the world, the NFL is a global entity now.
there is.
There's a game in Australia next year. You
Is
know what I
that
mean?
that's
Like,
confirmed now, huh?
yeah,
Teams.
like yeah, I won't say that, I won't give my source, but you know, I they're getting their affairs in order.
Interesting.
Uh
Interesting.
I will I will say the Washington Commanders will be in Australia. and they're currently getting their affairs in order. But
Interesting.
but you
Well, we
know,
don't play the Commanders, so we're not going to Australia.
no, we're not going to Australia. I mean, potentially could
Maybe at some
could
point.
I really have no business being in Australia with, I don't know how many species can kill you in seconds in Australia. So
I
I
mean,
don't.
we're not going into like the depths and deserts of Australia. We're going to
Man, I've seen videos,
soccer
man.
stadium.
I've seen videos of shit coming out of toilets and fucking, buddy. I'm all set.
True, true.
I'm all set with
Yeah,
Australia.
well,
But
when the Patriots go, we'll attend.
for sure. But nonetheless, the NFL is a national entity.
Of course.
Um, and you have to put the best product on the field
Mhm.
with whatever you got. Injuries are a part of the game. And just you see it with this guy, just spitting facts, no pun intended. you know
Mhm.
Imagine, and this is my wife's jersey, by the way, this is not mine. um $20 at a yard sale.
I mean, it's a fire. It's a fire
Finesse
jersey.
the 12-year-old. His dad was pissed. But shout out to
It's
him.
a fire jersey. It's a fire
Shout
jersey.
out to little, I don't know his name, I'll call him little Timmy. But you do stupid shit like spit on people on
Yeah.
national TV.
Yep.
You're gonna find yourself removed. And
Yep.
as unfortunate as that was, as Patriots fans, we wanted to, we want to
Oh, I
go up
wanted him in
against the
there.
best. Joe Burrow was practicing, but according to him, he could have played.
Yep.
So it's like, why
I
not?
wanted him in there too. Like
You want to go against the best. Especially when your schedule is at
soft.
whatever you want to do it.
Well, we debunked that last
Yeah,
week, so we're all set.
Mikey T deaded um that whole argument.
Yeah.
Um, but it is what it is. It's just it's November. In a couple
Yeah.
weeks, get into December. And the Patriots are the first team with 10 wins in the NFL. Um, we handled business. At the end of the day, we are handling business.
Yep.
You have film, you have practice. I'm sure I don't know this, but I'm sure, um, depending on when they got home, they're in the building. They were in the building yesterday. I didn't hear
Yeah.
anything, but I'm sure they were in the building
They
on
were
Monday.
there. They were there because
Yeah,
they're off
so
today.
um, you just got to get right to work. But you should have beat the shit out of them, but it's a humbling experience. You got guys that are trying to make teams, they're trying to stay relevant, they're trying to make a name for themselves, and they knew how to fight. Just because they don't have a big name doesn't mean they don't know how to throw blows and exchange blows.
I mean,
And
they did. T. Higgins.
for sure,
That's a big
yeah,
name.
for sure.
Um,
I'm just
I
saying,
always,
overall, the Bengals
yeah,
team has no business at this point.
farly
Should
inferior to the Patriots
Yeah, they
for
have
sure.
no business winning. I mean, losing by only. We should have beat the shit out of them.
Six.
But
Yeah.
any
Well,
Sunday.
these are the types of games I look at, and I try. I mean, the Brady era was the Brady era, and we're never going to see it again. Um, but with all the talk about Drake and how he's looking like the next big thing, you do try to compare the old Patriots because Vrabel knows. Vrabel knows how to win these types of games, and good teams win these types of games.
For sure.
If this team was a fraud, if this team wasn't as good as hyped up to be, if they weren't 9-2, they would have lost that game. They went down 10-0.
Yeah.
Drake threw an awful pick,
Terrible.
and he had an awful first quarter.
Yep.
Something was off, and I texted you. I texted a bunch of people. I was just like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is, but something's wrong. I've seen different things out there that he potentially hit his hand, his throwing hand on a helmet in the beginning. I didn't see it. Somebody pointed it out. There's a clip out there of him like coming down and smacking it. That could have obviously affected him because that would make sense because the balls were sailing high again.
Okay.
there's all kinds of stuff that people try to poke at. I just say he just sucked,
Yeah,
and it's okay.
just
It's okay. Like,
just call
y'all,
a spade, bro.
it's okay
He's human.
if Drake May isn't this, world beater for 4 quarters.
He's human.
He's a
One,
human
two,
being.
four, five.
He's a human quarterback. Yeah, and it was like, "Whoa, there's your MVP." I was getting text. There's your MVP. I was like, "Yeah, he is. He's still my MVP. He's
Yeah,
not gonna be the MVP because somebody else over on the left coast is having a
yeah. I mean,
bananas year."
yeah.
But like, who cares? At the end of the day, I care about them competing for Santa Clara in February. I don't care about the MVP.
No matter what, no matter what, the MVP chants are going to be.
They're still there,
They're
and
going
we're
to
gonna,
be the MVP chants are going to be scream. The decibels are going to be so high
yeah.
of MVP chants
Can you imagine
from
if he throws for
From the
300
New England
Monday night?
Patriots fans in Gillette.
Yeah,
Not only on Monday night, not only on Monday night,
in the Bills game.
but the final game of the season against the Dolphins, and then whoever we host in the playoffs.
Hmm.
The MVP chants are going to be, they're just going to get higher and higher and
Louder and
higher
louder.
and
They
higher.
were loud on Thursday,
For sure.
on
And it
Thursday
was,
night.
as you said, it was a magical experience.
Hmm.
That sequence of events, like that was just a magical experience that I'm grateful that I got to share that opportunity with you for sure. I
Hell yeah.
mean, just he's our MVP, and regardless, he's our MVP. He doesn't need to
And
be he doesn't need to be the MVP, but he is the New England Patriots MVP.
facts.
Um,
But with a
no doubt
guy
about
like
it. If his NFL MVP odds dropped, so
they
be
did,
it.
who cares?
So be it. So be it.
Honestly,
It
I
is
look
what
at
it
it.
is.
No, go
He hit whatever his odds dropped to be,
200.
so be it. Um, there are 5 games left, and anything can happen. And we're talking about his MVP. His MVP odds dropped, but the kid had a career day.
For the
So
most passing yards that he has
so
yet. Yeah,
okay, I'll take a W, and my quarterback having a career day, but he grew up in that game.
yeah. Of
He was
course he did.
humble
Of
in that
course he
game.
did.
I
Would
went
you
all
rather
week,
this happen now
of
or in the
course,
playoffs?
absolutely, and this is the perfect time for it to happen, right? Because it's still November.
Hmm.
It's not as cold as it's going to be.
No.
The games mean more and more each week, but they don't mean as much yet, especially because we are so comfortable. We put ourselves in a position to
To be
allow ourselves
comfortable.
to be comfortable later on down the season. Now, absolutely? I'm not saying put the. If anything, we need to go get some gas because
Yeah.
because that although we did win, that right there is very below standard, and everybody knows it. That's
Mhm.
why everybody's up in arms.
Mhm.
It's football. You're gonna get punched in the mouth. You threw the final knockout
Mhm.
and won the game.
Mhm.
Um, and it is what it is. We are moving forward. We are on to the New
Yep.
York Giants,
You
and
did what you needed to do.
it's you have the time and the preparation. You got extra days. You got extra days
Mhm.
off to recover.
Mhm.
Um, obviously major blows to the offensive line. With Willie.
Mm.
I
Yep.
would, just
But it's good news. It's
it's
the best
it's
case
it's
scenario
the
that came out
best.
of
Yeah,
this.
it's one of the best case scenarios. Because to be honest, I mean, he's just such a emotional player.
Yep.
He threw me off.
Oh, I
I'm
thought
like,
he was done.
yeah,
Towel
and
over the head,
but
like yeah.
he's probably crying because he's like, I
I want to be
physically
out there.
cannot do what I need to do to protect my brother.
Hmm.
and do what I can to help this team win. And that's what I think it was. Obviously in real time, but at the end of the day, hey guys,
Yep.
we are a 53-man roster,
Yep.
and you
Next
guys have
man up.
been everybody has been in the same room, the same meetings,
Mhm.
the same practices.
Mhm.
You know the verbiage, you know the game plan
Yep.
extensively.
Yep.
I have no doubt in my mind that the team is always prepared. I mean, the coaching staff, even without our defensive coordinator, you know,
Yeah. The whole
shout
season.
out to him. Hopefully, he's doing very well in his recovery.
Yeah.
Um, but
Zach
like,
Kerr has done an unbelievable job taking
it's
over for him.
yeah, it's like, buddy, go go do your thing. Like,
Hmm.
you deserve everything you get after this season.
Hmm.
Um, but it's just a testament to our head coach, a tip of the spear, man. I mean,
Of course.
and then for you to humbly address and call out like 100 plus men, like in a
Yeah.
room where you're outnumbered, like you got to be him.
Yep.
And we got the job done, but
There's so much
you
more
know,
ahead,
yeah,
and you could be so
if
much
you're
better.
not prepared for this moment, or if your mind is on a place of in a space of selfishness,
Mhm.
then you know
Yep.
we
Yep.
don't fall into the media. Don't be a Cam Newton in a world that's that's
Mm.
where you could be a Drake May. And I
Yep.
think Drake May, I think that was partially, I think that it was something that played a role into the not only the preparation, but the you
Style of
saw it.
play. You
You
think?
saw it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you saw it. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I'm talking shit all day. I'm talking shit. I don't mind the talking shit, but
No.
you can't, if you're talking shit, you gotta let it rub off of you, so it doesn't
Yeah.
affect you. You know it, because if it affects you, it's gonna show physically.
Yeah.
Whether if you can't take a joke, if you can give but can't take,
Yeah.
your body language is gonna decrease.
Yeah.
I love the handshake, with Stephon Diggs. I I think the comment got blown out of proportion, obviously, like everything else in the media does, because
Yeah.
what Drake said had if people somebody just took that and ran with it, and I don't like
Yep.
that. But
Yep.
only a
You could tell by the
only a
context of
fool
it. Yeah.
would take that personal. What he really said.
It. Yeah. There was no malicious intent behind it. You could just tell by. It wasn't like you're right. Like you're right. It wasn't that Drake said, um,
He
"Oh, I
didn't
don't
say
even know
I
what show."
don't.
Like
Yeah,
he's irrelevant. I don't know what
exactly.
show he's on. Like screw him. That's not what he said. He said he literally doesn't know what show Cam Newton's on because he probably doesn't watch the fucking thing because
Mhm.
he's what at work when the show is on. He's in the building. He's lifting. He's in team meetings. He's taking a shit. Like, and
Yeah.
he's probably not worried about what Stephen A. Smith and Cam Newton are saying on the show. Like, I honestly, and to be honest, I'm not trying. Obviously, we love Drake and we'll defend him to the end of the day. I didn't know Cam Newton was on Get Up until this whole thing started. I swear to God,
First
I didn't
take,
know
right?
Cam
Yeah,
Newton was
first
on
take.
TV.
Yeah, I knew that he worked with ESPN because he's sometimes
Right.
on game
I
day, if
knew he
I'm
was a
not
media
mistaken. Yeah,
personality,
yeah, yeah. I know he's
but I didn't know he was on the show. I didn't know he was like a regular. I didn't know like he's on now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I didn't
he's
know he
yeah,
was
he's
Skip
I think he's
Bayless,
on yeah, I think he's on with yeah, he's on First Take, I believe, yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah,
But
first
but
take.
regardless,
First take. That's right.
he's regardless, he also has his own endeavors.
Yeah.
So
So
he
like
has to keep himself relevant
plus
regardless within the parameters of Disney, you
right,
know,
right.
because he's
But like
under, you know, ESPN, but like you like these guys got to stay relevant. It's understandable. I
yeah,
think that
I'm
Cam
not hating him for being on the show.
no, I mean, like at the end of the day, Cam Newton is one of my favorite football players of all time. His persona obviously is equally as frightening as him himself,
Yeah.
in the sense of wow, like this persona, this person, they go hand in hand because this dude
Yep.
is monster. So
I liked him.
yeah, like he obviously some players, you know, you love players to
Mhm.
transition into media because you get you get to hear from the inside, from the locker room.
Of
Um,
course.
you know, some guys take it too far, and I think Cam Newton is just one of those people. I don't
Yeah.
hold anything against him. I think he's stupid because I wish in one day we will obviously be able to address this. I still can't believe like we are going to make it just based off of the combative nature in arguments.
Mm.
Like for instance the research you did for the schedule.
Oh, yeah.
The past
Mhm.
10 teams, the past 10 Super Bowl winners played at least
9.
9 teams below 500.
Mhm.
If like somebody that defended Drake May, Ryan Clark addressed the matter
Which I
perfectly,
was surprised at, to be honest with you,
perfectly,
because he's a Patriots hater.
but he
But he
he
did.
didn't mention that. All these people that are, you know, have something to say, they still haven't, and you know, the platform will soon be there
Yeah.
for us. But
Yeah.
the argument is over. Like Cam Newton on national television, I can have my brother who researched it, Mike T, tell you to your face how stupid that argument, your argument that you made to stay relevant for
Mhm.
2 weeks more,
Mhm. Mhm.
it means absolute dog shit. Because
So there was no
the
malicious.
past 10
Yeah.
Super Bowls, I know you watched them, sir.
Yeah.
And
You're just outside of the box of
you're
being in it.
you just
2015, and which was the moment that lost it for me with Cam. And I know people there's debates and there's whatever, but as humans, as sports fans, as analysts as we are now, this is my side of the debate. I lost all my favor, I guess, for him. You could call probably bad word, but whatever. When he didn't jump on the ball in the Super Bowl, like you see the ball on the ground. I don't care. I don't care if it's preseason. I don't care if it's the regular season. I don't care if you're playing down the street. As somebody that played football and you, and somebody that's dabbled in football, I should say, with me, never really like put the pads on. Um, as crazy as that sounds, you the ball is your life. You go where the ball takes you, and puns all the way intended. When that ball is on the ground and it's Super Bowl time and you're in the midst for a championship, you dive on that thing. You do whatever you can to get that thing back. And when he didn't do that, I even saw when I was watching it. I remember the game was trash, but like I was watching it, I'm like, wait a minute, was he impeded? You know what I mean? Like, was there somebody in front of him that he just couldn't get to? He just couldn't get to the ball. Like that shit happens. But he had a clear pass to that thing. All you had to do was just go down and go get it, and he didn't do it. So for that just lost a lot for me because I'm like, you're on the biggest stage, you're trying to win a championship, and you can't do that.
Mhm.
Regardless, it's got nothing to do with his media personality. He lost it for me because I'm like, buddy, I know you have an agenda. I know you have a platform and you're trying to make the show relevant again because Stephen A. Smith just he is who he is.
Yeah,
And Stephen A. Smith really kind of this is where I'll give Cam a little leeway. Stephen A. Smith really escalated that. So
yeah,
so to say, Cam said what he said, but Stephen A. Smith took it from here and brought it here
yeah.
by him
And
saying, "Well, Drake May's a liar. He should know. He knows. He damn knows that where who's on the show and when that like shut up, dude.
Cam would be a perfect successor for Stephen A.
Yeah,
Even though
uh,
Cam isn't a professional journalist
no,
for the
he's
show
got
or sake
insight.
of their
Yeah,
like personalities
yeah,
and demeanor, yeah. I think if Stephen A if Cam stays the course
on there. Yeah,
and Stephen A rides out his contract for however much longer he has, because I'm sure.
or whatever. I
I
mean,
mean,
ESPN loves it because it's given them relevancy.
for sure,
That's what this
absolutely,
thing did.
absolutely. I
Because
mean, I would say Stephen A. Smith is probably a couple years removed from being like a Chris Berman. Dude, go
wow,
relax. Like, go relax, bro. Like, show your face once a week. Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
this
Yeah.
you always. I mean, just constantly always being in drama and media cover. It's like, how are you
I think he
comfortable
just
with that?
relishes in that, and he loves that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean,
You
obviously,
know,
people are into different shit, but
but
yeah,
for what it's worth, Drake, like you said, there was no malicious intent behind what he said.
no,
He literally said that he literally doesn't know what show Cam Newton is on. Drake May's childhood hero was Cam Newton.
yeah,
He said that multiple times. He's looked up to him. He's modeled some of his game after him. He said he went to the Super Bowl, that Super Bowl, and he like was in tears after the game because they
bro, his
lost. Like
entire
he's so
he
passionate
watched.
about Cam and the Panthers growing up. But like,
He
why would he insult him?
in reality, like, because obviously Drake May is from a long line of athletes and
Yeah.
North Carolina Tar Heel lineage.
Mhm.
In reality, Drake May would probably potentially be an NBA player.
Oh, thousand
He's the
percent.
younger brother of two North Carolina Tar Heel,
He was going to
basketball
be
players.
some kind of athlete sometime,
Yeah,
somewhere.
and I mean, even there's like clips of Saban talking about when he was recruiting
Yeah.
him. He was like, "Yo, like one of the reasons why I was pushing after Drake May is because he was so good at basketball."
Hmm.
If Cam Newton didn't play for, I'm not going to say that because Cam Newton would still be in the NFL, still be one of the greatest football players we've ever got to watch, who's ever played the game, respectfully, regardless of hardware,
Honestly,
or
as with
not.
his size, with his
Some hard. I mean, the guy that play in the Super Bowl, it doesn't define Cam's career to me
no, but it
because
drives me nuts.
it sucks that it happened to him, that play, but at the end of the day, he has to take full responsibility for his non-action.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he could potentially be, he could you put your team in a position to compete for the Super Bowl
Right.
and finish off your MVP season.
Yeah.
But the shit that Cam Newton has done throughout his entire football career, University of
Yeah.
Auburn, his film at JUCO in Texas, um, and then
Oh
the
yeah.
shit that he's done in the NFL. He transcended the game. He transcended the quarterback position. Um, and but if Cam didn't play for the Panthers or get drafted for the Panthers, I don't know how old Drake May was when Cam got drafted, but I'm pretty positive the
Trying
two
to figure it out.
the year that Cam played for Auburn and won the Heisman and national championship,
Hmm.
I would assume Drake May was still playing Pop Warner, if not yet.
So Cam got drafted in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Drake is what, 23 right now?
Mm-hmm.
So he was, quick
Eight,
math, Mike, quick math, 8, 9.
9, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's playing Paul Warner when Cam Newton was just finished his. So he watched his season. Probably was like, wow, I want to be this guy
Yeah, of
because of
course.
this. Every Saturday, the motherfucker was just absolutely
Yeah. Oh, at Auburn, he was a beast.
insane. Insane.
Knowing as an Alabama fan, I unfortunately know that.
So, I could, if he didn't get drafted, like he's from North Carolina. So if Cam didn't get drafted to the Panthers, Drake May would probably still be a successful quarterback, but he'd probably be an NBA player to
Yeah.
follow his family,
Yeah.
But he got to watch not only Cam Newton's Auburn year, but he got drafted to his team
Where he
and
lives.
got to watch and grow throughout his entire career
Right.
to end up being a third overall pick in the NFL playing quarterback. So shame on Cam for not doing his research or not having his research because you could have easily went that route and probably got way more coverage than
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
slander the man and the team and flying Elvis.
Calling them fool's gold. And like, you don't think this shit gets back to them. You don't think that they know what's going on, which is why I loved what happened
Bro,
on Sunday morning.
this shit is all
Yeah.
over the TVs, all over the place. The
Yeah.
CBS is on
Yeah.
all day in
Yeah.
the facility on every TV, ESPN.
It's gonna come up at some point. So
Dude.
I loved it. I think it was a perfect response. I think with how everything went down, it doesn't show anything but kind of like that Drake's like, yeah, I know. I hear you. I see you. We're not playing those games anymore. Like, if you call me out like that, my play is obviously going to show you that you're a liar. But
Hmm.
also, if you disrespect me in front of the nation, then I am kind of taking you out of my arsenal. And it's easy to do that because, like they say, you don't want to meet your heroes, which
Yeah.
in this situation sucks because I know how much Drake looked up to Cam and how
Yeah.
he modeled, and he probably still does. I'm not saying that Drake hates him, but that response by Diggs doing the Superman and Drake just being like, Drake's just kind of like, nah, we don't need that
Got my
anymore. Like,
own.
we're
I got my
I'm
own
my
guy.
own guy. As he said the whole time when people compare him to Tom, when he's like, you're gonna be the next Tom Brady, he was like, no, I'm gonna be Drake May. And
Okay.
that's exactly what I think he was doing here, where it's like, well,
Exactly.
you looked up to Cam, you're blah, 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 with Cam, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, cool, but I'm still Drake May. I'm still gonna go out there and be Drake May. So this can go away. We're just gonna wash that away.
Yeah. It's
See
like
you later.
thank you, but no thank you. I
Thank you, but
respectfully, yeah, like you said, perfect. That was perfect. You don't want to meet your heroes.
no, which
Um,
is kind of not true right now because one of mine is obviously this guy, and we met him, and
yeah, I mean, of course,
oh shit,
but it's
but
out
like
there. It's out there because
for
you never want to
majority,
set your
yes,
you don't want to set your
no,
expectations too high when you
right,
meet these individuals.
right,
Regardless,
because you just don't know, and you really can't tell,
Drake could easily just take photos. He could
right,
easily just take photos, but he legitimately is taking photos and signing everything that every
hmm
person that he took a photo with had.
and
So
he
it could get
could
old. It could,
exactly,
it happens. He's. I mean, we saw it already. We got the prototype with
right,
Tom. We
yeah,
saw how it was just it wasn't his entire career. Drake
no,
May, this is his second year.
Right.
as a
And it's still early, and you
first
don't know.
year starting
Right.
day one as QB1. And that's just how it's going
I think
to be.
I honestly think he's shy
He's
because
very exciting.
because
Absolutely.
he
Absolutely. I mean,
the
Doug, he's a baby.
I
His
know.
brain is still not fully developed yet.
Yeah. Because it comes across that way, even with like him getting like some of the spotlight, him getting, but he's saying all the right things, but he's deflecting a lot. Where it's like when they said, "Oh, the MVP chance in Tampa," it was like, "Oh, those were probably for Baker." And then they were like, "Oh, the MVP chance after the Jets game," he was like, "Oh, those are probably for Travion." Like he doesn't like the spotlight on him, which is fine.
Yeah,
I
dude.
embrace it and I appreciate it more. But
A
when some of
testament.
the
It's
things,
just a testament to like
yeah,
kind of person that he is, his
the
family.
human, yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
and
he's human, bro. He's 23.
yeah.
He's 23, and he's a
Yeah.
late bloomer. His birthday's in August,
Honestly,
right?
it's easy to poke fun at him too. That's the funny
Absolutely,
thing
absolutely. But
because
you got to watch out.
oh, facts, he'll come for you.
You
He'll
got to
slit your
watch out.
throat.
You
Oh
don't,
yeah.
yeah, like you poke the bear, and this dude start getting a little swagger, and you
Mm-hmm.
know he starts going out with the boys and being one of the guys and
Uh-huh.
opening up. You got
Honestly
to
though,
understand, he's 2 years removed from his brain being fully developed,
yeah,
and he's articulating
yeah,
a Josh McDaniels run offensive playbook
mm-hmm.
and executing
Mm-hmm.
better than anybody before.
I just he has, and it's so fun to watch, and it's fun to watch how us as like I said, football fans, football and analysts now. Just to see the development. We've seen literally the development from day one from Carolina and to where he is now, which is again why, to tie the bow on the Cam thing, buddy, if you haven't watched this kid from day one, if you or if you haven't watched him in the past year and how far he's come, if this is your first kind of look into who Drake May is and what Drake May's game is,
Hmm.
shut up. Shut the fuck up. Sit down. That's
The
why we
plays,
posted that thing on the other
like
day. It's like, sit down, clown.
yeah,
Sit.
like Cam obviously relied on his gifted height, strength,
Yeah. Oh, of
speed,
course. The dude's a
athleticism
monster.
to be the successful quarterback that he was.
Yeah.
Um, you know, not everybody's as blessed as the Cam Newtons of the world.
No, I
You know,
wish.
this kid is this kid is he's 23 and he's doing things to NFL offenses that Cam Newton has never done. The
Correct.
same NFL offenses. I mean, excuse me, the same NFL defenses.
Defense. Yep. I mean, to have
Like,
a bad day, to start the way Drake did on Sunday, it looked like it was going to be a disaster. It looked like it was going to be his worst game of his career. Right. And this is how it ended 22 of 35, 294 yards, averaging 8.4. This is the one that blows my mind. The way the game started, he still averaged 8.4 yards per throw. Touchdown, the awful pick. He only got sacked once, which I was surprised. I thought he got hit more. QBR was down at 62.9, but obviously that's, relatable because of how the day went. And an 87 rating. That's a day. That's just another day at the office. That's just another, that's one of the days where you come in, you clock in when we used to have like the punch in cards. You
yeah,
come in, you clock in, you do your thing, you clock out, and you get the fuck out. That's what Drake did on Sunday. Had a little bit of rocky start, recovered. Love the recovery. I love the fact that he wasn't scared to step up in the pocket,
of course.
move. He still moved. He wasn't nothing. It didn't rattle him to the point where he lost everything. He rebounded, and I got to give a shout. I was watching the game with my dad, and he said like he was getting frustrated, and I was trying to calm him down because I was actually calm. Like I was texting you, and I was like, I'm not worried. Even down 10-0 after the pick, I was like, I'm not worried. I don't know why, but I'm just not. And my dad was going nuts. But he said, I think he just needs to run and get hit once, and he'll wake up. That's literally what he said. He was, I
Yeah,
think he just needs to get hit, or he needs to run. Something positive needs to happen.
yeah,
Him get the head shook a little bit, and then he's good. And what happened? He ran for that third down. He got hit, and he woke up. I was like, oh, I got to give credit to you, buddy, because you literally just called that, and the rest of the day was fine for Drake. Uh, I didn't like obviously the goal line red zone
yeah,
efficiency.
yeah.
That was horrendous.
Gotta get it.
Yeah.
Gotta get the ball in the end zone. Gotta get
Um,
the ball in the end zone.
and just the way they went about it. I don't hate the fourth down going
No,
for it. I know a
no.
lot of people do. I don't hate it.
Listen,
You're down
listen.
there, get the touchdown, get six. Don't settle for three, especially against this team.
If
Go for it.
you got the ball,
Yeah,
given you there was a pass interference call
two
that
or
got
hold.
that
The
got
other one was a
that
hold.
got you a first and goal at the 3 yard line.
You should be able to punch that thing.
You managed to run 8 straight plays
Yep. And gained this
and
many.
you did not score.
No, that's
You
bad.
didn't score. Like 3 yard line, you didn't score at all in eight
Nope.
straight game
Nope.
plays.
And the one on it was going this way, so it was the
I
third
had to
quarter, I
walk
think.
out. It was my son's birthday party. I had to walk out, and I screamed it. And like when I said it out loud, because that's what I said out loud. 8 fucking straight plays from the 3 yard line.
Hmm. You know
Top
what I noticed too about
kids
those eight
everywhere.
plays? Drake only rolled out to the right one time,
Hmm.
which I get. Like defenses kind of know that's what he likes to do, but there was two straight runs to Ramondre on third and fourth and goal. It's not. That's that's shit that was going on in the beginning of the season. That shit that was going on in the Raiders game, in the Steelers game.
Yeah, yeah. It
I
was.
don't
It's
want to
like,
see that. I
yeah.
want to
I would have
see
liked to see. I would have
creativity.
liked to see, yeah, exactly. Like your Josh McDaniels. Like when we need a spark or when we
Mhm.
need a pick me up. Like even how Vrabel said he shouted out Pop for getting us out of that third and long
Hell yeah.
with that great play
Hmm.
momentum. Very it
Yep.
made me very happy when he made that play.
Hmm. That was probably one of Drake's best throws of the day.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. Just you gotta do after that play, Josh. What's up with a double pass or something? What's up with a reverse or something?
Thank you.
Like we need, like
Honestly,
you, where
get
you
stupid.
do, like they obviously game planned immensely. They wanted to win this game. They did everything they could. They potentially, if they beat us, they deserved to win because of the way that they played football.
Absolutely. They went in with no fear. They were like,
None at
fuck
all.
these guys.
They went balls to the wall, and they just laced up the boots. They put the
Hmm.
fucking they took the gloves off, bare knuckled, and just was like, let's get it.
Yeah.
Um,
You caught their best
and
punch.
and they weren't even at full strength,
No.
which is it makes you sick. But it's like, all right,
They got
I'll
the
see.
dub.
We'll see y'all again for sure. We'll see y'all again for sure. Because they want us. They want us,
Oh yeah.
especially no
We'll see you with Burrow and Chase next year or
No
whenever.
Chase.
Yeah.
Obviously T Higgins got knocked the fuck
Oof.
out.
Oof.
Um, hopefully he's
He went.
okay.
He went 9-9.
Yeah, that was I was like, damn, but I hated
Of course.
that call. That was such bullshit. I was furious with that call. I was furious with that call. He did like, what are we doing
Yeah.
here? It's a
Yeah.
no call at best. You got two
Yeah.
guys with their hands. They're both looking at the ball. They're both top dogs in the league. Like, let them battle it out. Why would you call a defensive P? Like, what are we doing here?
There was a couple on Sunday that I was kind of like,
And Carlton
"Hmm."
Davis, I'll say right now, Carlton Davis is I got my game ball. Like, he
That was
balled
the
the
next. That was the
fuck
next thing I was going to
out.
go. Yep.
He
Yep.
balled the fuck out. Like,
Hmm.
thank you, Carlton Davis. This is how you play football.
Hmm.
This is what we need from you,
Hmm.
sir.
Hmm.
Because if we get that performance from you, it's almost like fucking Gonzalez doesn't play because he's so feared and he's so fucking good.
Which is what we want.
Exactly. And
So
like,
I agree.
you know,
Carlton Davis, great checkup.
it pissed me off. It pissed me off that he got that pass interference, but we won. But
Great.
yeah,
He had a great day regardless, and we shouldn't like nobody should look at that and say, "Oh God, Carlton." You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
he was battling. He tried to pick the ball off. So I have no problem with that. Um, the Zebras got to do better in
yeah.
situations
We're
like that. If we're going down that route, if we hit the game ball um, segment, I had trouble with this one because I liked, for the most part, what the defense did. I liked the fact that the defense responded because they could have easily been like, shit, Chase Brown, like we're down Milton Williams. And Milton Williams' absence was felt immensely
for
because
sure, for
Cincinnati
sure,
ran the ball right up the middle
for sure.
all the time. And Christian Barmore, you can only do so much with what you
Of
have.
course, of course.
So I'm not trying to shit on him, but like you gotta figure something out.
Yeah.
Tonga
I
going
mean, you're
down.
you're a top dog too, dude.
Yeah. Tonga going down. Another pain, another stick in the side, which I was like, Jesus, just Sunday, this the injuries
Yeah.
with Tonga and obviously the Drake's blind side. Um, both, which Jared Wilson is just as big of a loss as Will Campbell is,
And
in my
as
opinion.
I've been a little furious with Moses, but he also got banged up as well. So we
Mm,
got.
he wasn't banged up. He was he was sick. I think Moses had a little too much Skyline chili in Cincinnati, and I think he needed to go back and take a poo poo. That's what I think happened there because he came back and he was fine. But they even said I think Mike Reese reported it, or one of the guys said that he was like going back to the locker room and he was holding his stomach. I'm pretty sure he had the shits, that he just had to take a dump and he was okay. Or he had to throw up or both or whatever. I think something needed to be released from that mountain of a man and he was good to go. So I think that was he
Okay,
was
I
fine.
did see him go,
Um,
so I was like, okay,
oh yeah, I even said too, I was like, "Oh great." But I noticed it too, like he was kind of like when he was going into the locker room, he was holding his stomach. So I'm like, all right, so that's either a abdominal injury, which great, there he
yeah,
goes. Because for a lineman in your abs, you
yeah,
contract your abs all the time, or whatever. You contract your stomach. They don't
yeah,
have
for sure.
abs, but like, yeah, that's great, great. So he's done, and then he's coming back. I'm like, looked. I was like, oh, he had to take a shit. Whatever, he's fine.
Yeah,
Um, but for the most part, I wanted to. I like I said, those losses are huge, and we'll get into that really quick in a minute. But the defense, I really wanted to give my game ball to somebody on the defense because I loved how they stepped up. Marcus Jones call out an incredible pick,
yeah.
incredible just to read because I know Flacco kind of telegraphed it, but to be able to just be like, okay, this dude is going to throw it right here. I need to be here. Bang, picked it off. See ya, touchdown. So my game ball was going to go to Marcus Jones at first, just for the play and just for how he kind of battled. Um, but it's not. My game ball is going to go to Hunter Henry. And Hunter had 7 receptions for 115 yards. Obviously, the touchdown, he was wide open, was broken coverage. I get
Yeah.
that. But
He's still
Henry
like that.
was, huh?
He's still like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you still need to get open, you still need to
Yeah.
catch the ball, and you still
He
need to
gets
take it to
doubles.
the house. And I love the fact that he did the celebration for Jelani Tavai. I'm not the biggest Jelani Tavai guy because of what he said last year about the
Yeah.
fans. He's kind of on
Yeah.
my shit list. But when life happens to people, you throw all that shit aside. So Jelani Tavai, um, whatever's going on, buddy, you have our thoughts and prayers.
For sure.
Get stronger, battle, and yeah, we want to see you back on the field.
Definitely. For
But
sure.
I love that. So I love the ode to him. He was just there. When Drake needed somebody to throw to, it was Hunter Henry. Henry was kind of got Drake out of his funk, I think. He was looking to him a lot. So to help the offense out and to be that security blanket for Drake, how like Gronk was to Tom, my game ball goes to Hunt. Great job, buddy.
Nice.
Definitely want to see more of that. I was gonna take you for an anytime touchdown because I knew Cincinnati was bad against the tight ends, but I'm like, there's Henry and then there's Hooper. I was like, in my luck, I take it, and he's gonna go to Hoop.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, he went to Henry. It is what it is. I don't care. I'd rather the Patriots win than that. I'll take that.
For
But
sure.
Hunter Henry, game ball, hell yeah. Um, did want to address what happened towards the end here with Campbell. Obviously, best case scenario happened with the injury news that
Yeah.
Campbell has a sprained MCL. It sounds like, you know, the minimum. Hopefully, Jared Wilson sounds a little bit more promising because they said it's a high ankle sprain, usually 4 to 6 weeks, but they're on the shorter side of the injury, so we might see him back. Honestly, I'd keep him out Monday.
Yeah.
And I would roll into the bye week, get him fully healthy, get him back for Buffalo, uh, or Baltimore, either one. Campbell, I think, is probably going to be out for as long as Williams, if not a little bit longer. Just get them healthy at this point. I think the
Yeah. I mean,
Patriots can get by the rest of the season without him. It sucks because those are two crucial. Like, if you if no disrespect to Bradbury, Owenu, or Moses,
mm-hmm.
because they've been doing their job for the most part. Um, yeah, those two you just can't lose. And with a team with a good pass rush, especially on Drake's blind side, it's not just Campbell, it's Wilson too. It's your left tackle and your left guard.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it; he got pressured a little bit more towards the end of the game. Abdul Carter is coming down the pipeline here next. He's obviously on the other side, but they might. You never know what the Giants are going to do.
Yeah. It's so. My
It
thing is right.
sucks.
I just want to. I want to discuss like how. What's the best way to handle this? Like, it's week 13, right? How let me see. Actually, this would help out a lot because it's week 13.
I I honestly think Vrabel kept Vidarian low for a situation like this because they had a chance to. It was either a trade or there was a chance to let him go, and they didn't. And I know he sucked last year, but he also had bad coaching last year too. I think the coaching plays a big role into this, and I think Vrabel and company can get Vidarian low to just be enough until Campbell gets back on the left side. There's gonna be plays where it's like, oh Jesus, that he's gonna get beat. But I think Vrabel has a plan there with Lowe.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think
Um,
the Giants is going to be. We obviously have to be indefinitely. With
yep,
23 personnel for sure, majority of the game. Um,
yes.
but I can't figure out. I don't know if I'm asking the question wrong or not, but I'm trying to figure out how soon do the Patriots have to let the NFL know they're placing a player on IR? Like, because we have 5 games left,
Hmm.
but essentially there are 6 weeks left because next week is our bye week.
Which
So
it's
if we
come at a
sit,
good time.
if we're already we played on Sunday. It's Tuesday, so
Hmm.
that's 2 days of treatment for
Hmm.
both guys. I'm speaking on both guys.
Yep.
Um,
Wilson definitely is not going to go on IR.
for sure. I don't believe so, but we have
Campbell.
this week. We
Yeah.
have a game on Monday. That obviously I would say they both should not play.
Well, Campbell
Um,
definitely won't play.
and then we roll into a bye week.
Hmm.
Now, yeah, a player can definitely be ruled out before they're placed on IR to give you more time.
Hmm.
So the great news is one of these next 6 weeks is a bye week.
Right.
So if you do decide to place them on IR, let's say after Monday, let's say we place them on IR on Tuesday,
Yeah.
we don't play for 2 weeks. So that's 2 weeks of recovery. Then we got the Bills.
Hmm.
Obviously, we would love to have them against the Bills. Do
And the
are the
Ravens.
Yeah, and then
Hmm.
obviously the following week, you go into Baltimore, um, and then you finish off with the Jets and the Dolphins, which
Eh,
I guess depending on how those games go, you don't necessarily need
no.
your guys out there. Like I don't know how soon it's going to be for us to clinch. I mean,
I-
obviously we just want to run the table,
So
but that's obviously highly unlikely.
if there is one clinching scenario, not for this week, but for the Bills game, if the Patriots win Monday and beat the Bills, they capture the division.
Okay, so
So if they
Captain,
win the next two, they are officially AFC East champions.
but do you settle
No,
for just making the playoffs? Do
no,
you and just get your guys healthy? Do you just run through with what you have?
I
Like,
wouldn't. So if you're asking what I would do, I would not IR. Obviously, we're not going to do for Wilson. I would not IR Campbell, um, because you don't know how he's going to recover.
mhm,
I think for this team, if it depends on what Vrabel wants to do and how motivated Vrabel is for this season, because there's times where it's like we're building for the future. This is just kind of come up. You know what I mean? Like they've had success. I mean, we called it, but not a lot of people thought this was going to happen. So you're in a prime position right now to make some kind of noise. However, whatever that noise is, if it's one playoff win, if it's
yeah,
two, if it's a Super Bowl appearance, if it's a friggin' Super Bowl title, which according to the numbers,
yeah,
it could happen. Um, I wouldn't IR Campbell. I would keep him in recovery. I wouldn't try to speed things up because one more turn and that thing turns into a tear.
mhm,
I'd be cautious, but I would also be have in the back of my mind that there's an opportunity here. But the way to get that opportunity, and the Patriots, I know, are 6-0 on the road, which that is a feat in itself.
for
So
sure.
I'm not really concerned about going on the road in the playoffs. I take them over a lot of teams. I just want to have the best resources available for this team to do what they need to do. So if you IR Campbell, he's out for 4 games, not 4 weeks, 4 games. So we're what? If you IR him now, it's the Giants, Bills, Ravens, Jets. Basically, he's out to the playoffs because you're not
No,
going to bring him back.
no, he could be back Baltimore because if you
Not if
place
you
him,
IR him now.
Yeah, if you IR him now,
So,
you got this week, then the
well,
bye week.
the bye week doesn't count for the IR, unfortunately, because that's what happened with Milt. Milt is out until the Jets. The Jets
Why
game is, yeah, I don't know why. It's stupid. So the games
go
count.
by game, not weeks?
Yep.
That's fucking ridiculous. All
Yep.
right, well
Because
that
I was
makes it
confused. No, no, I was also confused when they said that Milt was primed to come back against the Jets. I was like, against the Jets? That's not that's five. He should be back against Baltimore. It's games. So Campbell would, if you IR Campbell, he's done for the season. See the regular season. Obviously, would be more than likely back for any postseason games, but in
So
theory, done for the.
if you just focus on treatment for Campbell over the
I'd keep
next
him in
20
treatment.
days, over those
Yep.
next 20 days, that 21st day would be against the Bills.
Yes.
Yeah, I just did the math on I'm looking at the
Yep. Yeah. I was like, yes.
so yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cool with that because yeah, I mean
I I
if
was
he's not, you just got to keep him out. I don't know what the rules are. Like, there's 6 weeks total. So, like, if the kid doesn't play, like, at what point do you have to put him on IR, or do you even have to put him on IR?
I don't think you have
You
to.
know?
I think he's just out.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So it is what
so
it is.
I would
I
roll
mean,
with
Bonzo missed 3 weeks, so why can't Willie?
right,
Yeah.
and that's the thing too. That's why this bye week is so critical
Exactly.
with the way
Exactly.
everything lined up, is
Exactly.
because you don't have to worry about 1 week, so you can
Mhm.
get the guys in treatment and go even harder because
Yeah.
there's no game to prepare for. There's
Film,
no nothing.
film, and meetings. Film
Yeah.
and meetings.
Yep.
Film
So,
and
and Will Campbell, as we know, is an absolute dog. He is,
like I
as you
said, I'm
said, he
sure
would
he was crying because he just physically couldn't be there.
right.
But he
And they
would do
probably told him what
whatever.
it was.
He
They
would do
probably
whatever
told
they
him what
could.
it could be.
Yeah.
It's emotional. You know this. The football is an emotional game. When you can't, you already mentioned this in the beginning. When you can't ride or die with your guys,
Yeah.
the emotions come out.
It's
So
crushing. It's crushing. Because you want
sucks.
it. Winning is
It's a
wasn't it
collective thing.
winning isn't everything. It's legitimately the only thing.
Yep. And for
And
these dudes,
yeah,
it's
the Patriots won 26-20 against the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati.
mhm.
We're on the fucking New York Football Giants at home under the lights on Monday nights. Tune in.
Yes, sir. I don't
Because
know
it's gonna
who's
be
going to be
it's
under
gonna be a
center
li-
for the Giants.
it's gonna be a light show for sure. Like,
Hell, yeah.
it's gonna be a light show.
I felt I
We
felt
got Tommy Cutlets against. You know what I mean? I'm getting Tommy Cutlets in the game.
let's put it this way. Exactly. I was about to say, let's hope this is a game that we see for good reasons, obviously, but we see Drake for 3 quarters. I would happily watch a fourth quarter with Tommy Cutlets. I don't want dubs. Make DeVito active for this game.
Yeah,
Get Drake going, throw the ball over the field,
yeah.
get up big, and then be like, you know what?
Activate DeVito. Yeah.
If he's activated on Monday, you know why.
Mm-hmm.
Because they want to get him in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, but let's not take this team lightly,
Or
um,
even have him do victory.
or have him do victory.
Yeah,
Because that'd
I'll
be
take that.
kind of
Because the pastronaut, I want to see the pastronaut.
yeah.
I
You
I
do?
I yeah.
I don't. I don't. I don't. I've seen
But
enough.
he's a patriot. I want to see. I want to see the kid spinning.
I've seen.
Listen, the kid broke my fucking heart.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But see, that's it. Let that be. I want to see DeVito against the Giants. I think that would be crazy. I think you might get louder cheers for that when he runs into the game than you see a lot of the night. Obviously, you know, for great reasons, because that means the Patriots would be way up.
Yeah.
Um, and we'd be celebrating, which I do think that they come into this game. I think to tie a bow on everything for me, I think this happened at the perfect time. You're coming off of the layoff after Thursday night football, after playing, 2 games in 5 days. There was going to be rust.
Yeah.
There
And
was rust.
that's another thing too. That like listen, that's the
Everything
shit
is
that
lining up
I mean,
perfectly.
I'm with Gruden on the whole Thursday night shit. Like, bro, you're expecting these guys to play 2 games in 5 days. Like they're
Mhm.
playing fucking football, bro. Like
Yeah.
we like. I remember even Pop Warner games. Like I used to be like, defeated, bro,
Yep.
defeated, and like
Yeah.
it's a lot. Like just to generate money. Like how much more money do you need to
Mhm.
generate for real? Like,
I've
but
I've heard from a
But
number of
to win
players.
3 games in
Yeah. 12 days.
that's nuts.
Yeah.
And it's
And you
but it also and the cost is the
Oh god, yeah.
overexertion and injuries. And
Which
now
was
we got
clear.
look, I mean,
But it's time to lock in, and I think the Patriots are in a perfect spot. Obviously, the injuries suck, but it's football. It's going to happen. Next man up. I think this team is so prepped, and Vrabel has these guys so ready and so mentally focused. I think because Campbell was crying the way he was, and he wasn't even there was no tear. I think that's an ode to Vrabel at how locked in he has these guys. These 53 Patriots believe they can win the Super Bowl this year. And that's what they want. Obviously, every year that's your goal, but let's be real, especially after what we saw last night. Teams like the Carolina Panthers, the Jacksonville Jaguars, you know, the perennial bottom feeders of the NFL. They know they're not going to win the Super Bowl.
for sure.
The Arizona Cardinals, like they just the name the Raiders. We can go on and on. Dolphins. You know you're not going to win the Super Bowl. This team believes they can win the Super Bowl. They are so locked in, even with the injuries. This is perfect. This is what kind of happened to the old teams. The adversity hit. The good teams win these games. The good teams find a way to win these games, even when you are not playing your best. They did that. They came out with the dub. They're 10-2. They're on top of the AFC. And you have the New York Giants next at home, under the lights, Monday Night Football, Reds, throwbacks,
Yeah,
vibes are high. Uh, you know, Buck and Aikman last night. Aikman was all giddy. If anybody was watching Monday Night Football last night, which if you were, I'm sorry, it was the
it's
product was absolutely horrible. But
terrible.
towards the end of the game, they were hyping up the next game, obviously, and that's Giants Pats.
Yeah,
And Aikman was giddy. He was like, I can't wait to get to Foxborough. I can't wait to see Drake May in person. I can't wait. So you
yeah,
have Buck and Aikman. You have all the aura. There's just going to be so much aura
for sure.
on Monday night, and the Patriots are going to show up and show you why they're 10-2, and
Yeah,
show
you
you
got
why they're primed to make a run.
for sure. And they got some life with Jameis now, and you know the who knows what's gonna happen. Dark.
I hope it's Dart.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see the kid
Yeah.
in action for sure.
Yeah.
But you know, being able to say that you saw Jameis Winston live is probably
Oh,
a
I have.
rarity.
I saw him when he kicked the shit out of us when he was with New Orleans.
Oh,
I was there.
okay, okay, okay.
Hmm.
Well,
So
either way,
it could be a revenge game for me. So either way, I'll be happy
yeah,
because if he plays, I'd be like, all right, we need to beat this fucker so I can see us beat him live. But yeah, I was at that Saints game where he just ripped us. Um, but yeah, I just want to see Dart just because it gives you, the hype. It's New York and Boston, quote unquote. New York and Massachusetts. Um, it's the next best thing versus is Dart. Is he everything? Is he not? He's got the Dart for sure. Has got the swag. Um,
Yeah,
Drake obviously has what he has. I think this the matchup it would be, and honestly, Dart can shit his pants, and we'll see Winston after.
for sure.
Jameis will
Yeah,
come in after the,
it won't take
so
long. It won't take long. It won't take long.
so maybe Dart starts the game and then he throws, two picks. They go down 21-0, and here comes Jameis. So we'll see best of both worlds. And we'll have lots and lots of these on Monday night. I can't wait to get there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be fun. It's gonna be wild.
Hell
Monday
yeah,
Night Football is back in Foxborough,
super lit.
and you can see it. I'm itching to get there. But
Facts.
um, first, though, we do have um, we do have a holiday, one of the two bigger holidays of the year. I just wanted to take a second to reflect on that. It's Thanksgiving on Thursday. You know, one of the greatest holidays in my opinion, because you get the cliche. I'm gonna cliche it, and I don't give a shit. You get family, food, and football. I don't know what is a better combination than that. But I did want to, take a moment to say how thankful, how grateful I am. First of all, for you, um, just for everything. You know, starting this thing up when I got millions of people saying, "Yeah, I'll do a podcast. Yeah, I'll do a podcast." I mean, and it just never pans out. Nobody is as motivated to do it. Um, so first, I'm just thankful for that you actually wanted to do this, and look what it's
Absolutely, man.
turned into. But
Sure.
also, I just want to thank you for being there for me through the dark hours. You kind of pulled me out, and this podcast has truly like pulled me out of what I was in. 'Cause there were some dark days,
Hmm.
and it just brought me back into kind of the light and motivated me to reach those goals. So, and then, I don't care if it sounds sappy, I don't care if it sounds cliche, but
Nah, bro.
I can't thank you enough for being there for me and for kind of being that kind of brother figure that I never had. 'Cause I'm an only child. So, but
Likewise, yeah. I mean, yeah, nah, bro. I mean, it's absolutely nothing. Um, it's just natural.
yeah,
Um, you know what I mean?
which is what makes this so genuine.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm super thankful for you. Super thankful for, you know, the opportunities that, you've bestowed upon me. Life-changing experiences in general. Um, you know, so we just gonna keep going, and keep growing. Um, for sure. Can't let up. Um, some we've shown some lack of preparation or time
Yeah,
off, you know but we still rolling, just
we
like
need
the
it.
past,
Hmm.
bad bad starts, but finish strong.
Hmm.
And that's really all we can ask for, or
Hell yeah.
that we can do as humans. Just finish, keep
Hmm.
going. And if you finish, start something new. Find a new challenge.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, bro, nah, I mean, Thanksgiving, actually Christina has been going ham over the past 2 days, getting everything prepared for Thursday.
Hell yeah.
This will now be our fourth. straight Thanksgiving since we bought the house hosting. So,
Beautiful.
obviously, you're more than welcome anytime. You can pull up
For sure.
morning for some, finger food and some breakfast, and afternoon for some, for some eats, some good
Hmm.
eats.
Hmm.
For the games, some brewskis and
Hell yeah.
a couple
Hell yeah.
sweet treats. You know what I mean? We got the coquito coming. I got about 3, 4 bottles of coquito coming.
Ooh.
Um, you know, um, just a vibe, bro. Thanksgiving is just there's nothing like it. Sitting on the couch with everybody laughing and
I agree.
and uh watching football, you know.
Hmm.
It's just like the shit. The kids running around. You get to see everybody just, you know. And obviously it's a tough time too for people. Holidays are never easy.
Hmm.
This is also a fourth Thanksgiving without my aunt. We've been holidays have not been easy. So
Well, that.
just take care of one another.
Hmm.
Go easy. Holidays, they
Yeah.
got this, they don't gotta be extravagant. You don't gotta compete with anybody. Just do what makes you happy. Be around the people that make you happy, you know. Remove yourself from any situations that cause any stress to your life or inconvenience to any capacity. Um, you already know I finish every show with, it's almost impossible to be alive. So take advantage of the day.
Mhm.
You matter.
Yeah.
We love you. We're here.
Hmm.
We hear you. We see you.
Hmm.
Um, you know,
Yeah. I
hit
agree.
us up, reach out. You know what I mean? We use this as a escape route, but we talk about it
Thanks.
all. We talk
Yep.
about it all. We're only scratching the surface with the Patriots, but when we get
Mm.
to, a place in which we can dominate, we're gonna open up the floor for a for real, what's up, guy.
Facts. And definitely have some plans in place. Have some things in motion. Um, for the pod and for us to just kind of keep rolling here. And just want to follow up on what you said too. It's just holidays coming up. It's a hectic time. It's you got to buy gifts for people. You think at times you don't have, and I'm going to say this during Christmas too. But it's like just a reminder: be gentle during the holidays. Like it's a great time. You get all the lights, you get all the festivities, you get all everything, but sometimes that just makes things worse for people,
Mm-hmm.
especially with loss, especially with life changes.
Yeah.
The holidays don't feel the same. So if somebody feels off, if somebody seems off during this time of year, go easy on them and reach out and see if they're okay. Because as the past few holidays have been for me, they haven't been the same. Um, they've been a little weird, but we're kind of on the other side of that now, thankfully, and
Right.
we're trying to create a new norm. But for what it's worth, Thanksgiving, we'll hit Thanksgiving first. I mean, everybody out there have a very, very, very happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the day with your families. Enjoy the games. We get to see Kermie on Thursday in Dallas, uh, and hopefully the Dallas Cowboys can help us out here, and beat the Chiefs, so we just take them and just throw them away. But over under real quick, how many times does Taylor Swift get shown on Thursday?
Oh man, what's the spread?
I'm gonna say at least seven.
Yeah, I
At
was gonna
least
say
seven.
like 6.5.
6.5 is
Yeah.
definitely a strong number. And honestly, I'm gonna go even further and say how many times does she get shown and or get mentioned? So like commercials, just everything. The full day. How many times do we get
Full
a
day
serving a serving of Taylor Swift
or
during
just
football?
the Chiefs game?
No, the whole day.
The
The
whole
whole
day.
day. All three games.
I'm gonna say I'll take the over 7.5.
I take the over as well. So we'll see. We'll see how many times. I'm keeping count. Keeping count.
As far as being shown on the screen during
Probably
the
three,
Kansas City and Dallas game,
3 or 4, depending on how the game goes.
I'd say the spread is probably 3.5, and I'd take
Yeah,
the over on that as well.
I would, especially if Kelsey scores,
Oh, no, that's
because you know it. You know, but
right.
we're in for a good day. We're in for a solid day.
For sure.
And y'all enjoy the day with the fam and the ones that mean the most. But like you say, as we end every show,
We all we got.
and we all we need. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. We out. See you Monday night from Gillette.
Deuces.